The purpose of this video is to go over the solutions for worksheet 30. For problem number 1, the given equation, the h was multiplied by 7.5 or 7.50. To undo that, you would need to do the inverse, which is divide by 7.50. You'll notice in my algebra scratch work, I divided the left and the right-hand side by 7.50 or 7.5 would be equivalent. These canceled out, and then for 225 divided by 7.5, I got 30. To check my work, I took 30 and I substituted it for the h, and then I simplified the left-hand side of the equation, and I got 225 is equal to 225, so I knew that h was correct, of 30. For problem number 2, the problem was dividing by 2. To undo that, you would need to multiply by 2. I showed multiplying by 2 on the left and also on the right. This would leave the s isolated by itself on the left-hand side, and 63.75 times 2 is 127.50, or $127.50. To check my work, I went back to the original equation and I substituted my answer. I divided that by 2 and I got 63.75 on the left and 63.75 on the right. For problem number 3, the problem was adding 8. To undo that, I would subtract 8. My algebra work shows subtracting 8 on the left, which isolates the variable c, and then 36 minus 8 is 28. To check my work, I wrote the original equation, I substituted my solution of 28, and then I simplified the left-hand side. 28 plus 8 equals 36. I got the same value on the left as I did on the right. For problem number 4, the problem was subtraction. To undo it, I would need to do the inverse, which is addition. My scratch work shows undoing with addition on the left. Those cancel and that isolates the a. Addition on the right would equal 297. Then I wrote the original equation, substituted my answer, and simplified to get 219 is equal to 219. For number 5, the problem was multiplying by 0.5. To undo that, you would do the inverse, which is dividing by 0.5. In my scratch work, I divided the left side by 0.5. That cancels and isolates the d. Then 2.5 divided by 0.5 would equal 5 wholes. To check my work, I substituted 5 wholes. I multiplied with 0.5, and I got 2.5 on the left and 2.5 on the right. If we were checking together in class, this would be a check. The algebra work would be another check, the solution would be a check, and the fact that you checked and got a true statement would also be a check. That's 20 questions, and they would be 5 points each.